Hello, I'm here today to share my list of seeds of the nightshades. So these are the eggplants, peppers, and tomatoes that I'll be growing this year. So I'm in Gainesville, Florida, and it's just the 2nd of January today, and I just planted all these seeds. So here I like to get my seeds planted early, and then I like to get those plants in the ground as soon as possible. Last year I was planting in February. I just look at the weather and see, how it looks going forward and take a chance. So these are the seeds that I've selected for this year, and I'll be also selling these plants. So let's get started. As I said, these will be eggplants, tomatoes, and peppers. So eggplants, tomatoes, and peppers. That's right. Okay, so let's start with eggplant. I'm only doing one this year. It's this one, Nagasaki. It's a Japanese long eggplant. It's really delicious. I like these eggplants a lot because the skin is very thin. Unlike I'm not a fan of the Italian eggplants. Also, the seeds are really small in this, so you don't have to cut them out. You can just eat them. Delicious. So that's, it's so good. It's the only eggplant I need all year long. Nagasaki. All right, for peppers, this year I'm only doing one sweet pepper, and it's this one, Anaheim. And it says hot on the packet, but it's never been hot for me. I have never had good luck with bell peppers here. So I grow Anaheim and they get pretty large. So this is almost like a substitute for bell peppers. Very delicious. Okay, I'm growing several spicy peppers this year. And I'll have these plants for sale in probably a couple of months. So first off is jalapeno, standard, gotta have them. Next is habanero. This is the one I grow, the West Indies red habanero, and it is delicious. It's spicy, but a lot of flavor. I'm growing the shishito. So I've grown this like the past 5 years, I think, and they're absolutely delicious and people love them. So I'll grow a lot of those. They're not spicy. And then lastly, the daddle pepper. This is a beloved pepper in northern Florida. We absolutely love it. A lot of people will ferment it and make hot sauce out of it. It is very spicy. It's too spicy for me. Okay, so those were eggplants and peppers. Now I want to go through tomatoes. It's my favorite thing to grow in all of the garden ever. Okay, so I've got the tomatoes divided into 3 groups. So there are the slicing tomatoes. So think tomatoes that you would use to make a tomato sandwich out of. Then I've got the cherry tomatoes. And then I've got 2 tomatoes. Let's do these first. That are short tomatoes. So these are tomatoes that don't get, the plant itself does not get very large. These are great for people who don't have a lot of space, maybe in their garden, or if you want to just grow a tomato in a container. So they both make a lot of fruit on a small plant, and they're both cherry tomatoes. And I'd show you the packets, but they're pretty boring. So I grow 2 of these short tomatoes. The first one is Patio Choice Yellow. And if you've bought plants from me in the past, you know I've probably pushed this tomato on you. It is so good, super productive. It's a hybrid, so it has a pretty good disease package, which means it just lasts in the garden. We get very humid, and we have a lot of trouble with disease here in Florida. But that one, it makes a ton of delicious tomatoes and has pretty good disease resistance. So I love it. And compact plant, can't be beat. So that's Patio Choice 100. The other short tomato I grow is the 42-day tomato. This is not a hybrid, it's an heirloom variety. It's a short plant that produces small red cherry tomatoes, and it's delicious. I mean, it's great. So I'll have plenty of those plants for sale in a couple of weeks. All right, next is slicers. So I'm going to start these off with a couple. I don't have any photos of this one. So I'm going to start the slicers off with Celebrity. Now for my slicers and the cherry tomatoes, I grow a combination of some hybrids and some heirloom tomatoes. Celebrity is a hybrid. Mostly I grow heirlooms, but I include a few hybrids because some of them are just exceptional, and Celebrity is absolutely one of those. So Celebrity, I love the taste of this tomato. It's very productive. It almost has a little bit of a sour taste to it. When I'm eating a tomato and I get a bite of a Celebrity tomato, I know that it's a Celebrity. It's got a distinctive, very delicious flavor to it. So I'll be selling plants of this, and then later in the season I'll also be selling the tomatoes themselves, the fruits. Another slicer I absolutely love, don't have a good picture, but I'll try to find one and insert it in the video here, and this is an heirloom. It's the Berkeley tie-dye pink, and it's just a wonderful tomato. It is very productive. It does tend to get diseased more so than the hybrids, but it's still very productive, and it's absolutely beautiful. So that one I'll have. I'm going to grow this year, I haven't grown these for years, but I'm gonna grow some Roma plants this year. When I have my seedling sale in the spring, people often ask me if I have Romas, and I never do. So this year I'm gonna grow some. It's a paste tomato, so it's a smaller slicer, and it's also less juicy. It's more meaty. So we'll have that one. This year I'm growing Jubilee. I haven't grown Jubilee in a while. It's a yellowish orange slicer, and I like it. It's good. It's just that I grow so many, I can't grow them all every year. Okay, and then the last two I grow every year because I love them so much. Both of these are heirlooms. So the first one is Cherokee Purple. Delicious. It's a, bicolor. It's kind of a red, rusty red tomato with purple shoulders, and it's just wonderful. It grows great, and it's absolutely delicious. And then the last slicer is Black Beauty. I grow this one every year. It is supposedly it's the darkest tomato available. It's a very dark purple, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So it's almost like a dark eggplant color. Productive, wonderful heirloom, great taste, and just so beautiful. And if you grow these purple ones, the more sunlight they get, the more purple color they will get to them. All right, so those are the slicers. And on to the last category, which is the cherry tomatoes. Okay, so first cherry tomato I'm going to mention is a hybrid, and that is Juliet. I love Juliet. It's a red grape tomato. There's no photo in this packet, but I'll try to insert one in the video. It is extremely productive. It grows like a wild child. It gets huge and sprawly and delicious and wonderful and productive. So we'll have lots of Juliet tomatoes and tomato plants for sale in the spring. Another one I grow every year is, this is Gardener's Delight. It's an heirloom. So lovely red, just your basic red cherry tomato. And then I have some really exciting and wonderful cherry tomatoes. These are all heirlooms. So I have, and these I grow often. So Bosque Blue, if you've bought tomato plants for me in the past, you've probably bought that one. I love it. Also Indigo Blue Chocolate. This one's relatively new. It's only been for sale for a couple of years, and I love it. I grow it every year now, and it's a little bit, the fruit are a little bit larger. So it's almost more of a saladette size. And then the last one is Queen of the Night, which is newer. I think this one's only been out a couple of years, and it's really beautiful. So definitely grow that. I like to make little baskets of cherry tomatoes with all different, like little, almost looks like a little box of jewels with all the different colors of tomatoes. All right, and then this year, I'm gonna grow some Sun Gold tomatoes. This is not one I've grown in the past, but people really do love it. And a lot of people say that it's the most delicious cherry tomato. So, so I'll grow it and we'll see how it goes. And then the last one, this isn't really a cherry tomato, but I put it in with them, is Tomatillo. This is a green one, and I'm going to grow a bunch of those for myself, but then I'll also have plants to sell. All right, so that is the list of the tomatoes, peppers, and eggplants that I'll have this year. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I love this time of year. I love starting seeds. These are all started in the house now under lights in my little grow setup. And as it warms up outside, I'll move them into the greenhouse. And yeah, soon we'll have tomatoes. So excited. Thank you.